All right, guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about PA number 2, practice assignment number 2, called spiral. If you follow me down here, you'll see we need the line tool and the dimension tool just like last time. But what this drawing is going to focus on a little bit more is some of those tracking constraints that are kind of automatically turned on. So very easy to draw some lines, but let's break this drawing down. So what we're looking at, you'll see I have some notes over here, and we have our question we got to answer, and we'll talk about that. But so our command is we need to draw a spiral using the line command, going down by 1 inch every time we switch directions. So if we look over here, I'm going to start down here with this line, and it looks like it needs to be 20. And then I'm going to shift to the right, and that's going to be 19 because we need to go 1 inch less than we started with. So from 20 to 19, then I'm going to go down 18. And then I didn't give you this measurement. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to go all the way down to 1 inch, right? If I go from 1, after 1 minus 1 is going to equal 0. So we're going to go all the way down until we get to 1 inch. And afterwards, we need to know what the total length of the lines that are drawn is. So let's get into Onshape, and I will show you what we got to do. So if you're doing all these in the same drawing, in the same document, this is the what I want you to do. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll have your PA number 1 that we did last week. I'm going to go ahead and click Insert New Tab, the little plus sign, and just click Create Part Studio. After that, I'm going to rename that Part Studio. I'm going to call this PA number 2 Spiral. And we'll say okay. Some of you guys will do everything. If we go back to number 1, some of you guys like doing everything in the same Part Studio, and that's fine, but it gets kind of messy. I like having the tabs because it keeps things organized. So like always, we're going to start with a sketch. So let's click our top plane, Shift S to get that sketch started, N to normalize our view, and P to hide those planes for clarity's sake. So we need to start with a line, and again, our line tool lives up here. Yes, I know now we have a midpoint line tool. Go ahead and watch my short on that. It's a really cool tool I use a lot, but what we're going to use is just the regular line tool. So we can use the letter L for that, or we can just click it up here. And if we go back to our drawing, you'll see we start with a 20-inch line. So we're going to draw this line first, 20 inches. So we'll start from our origin. Click that point, draw straight up, and then I'm going to type 2, 0, and enter. Okay. Little quick trick you can do too. Right now, obviously, I'm zoomed in way too far. I could zoom out and try to realign myself, but if you press the letter F, that stands for fit, it will fit that drawing to your screen. So that's a kind of a cool tactic you can use if you're zoomed in too far, or the opposite, you're zoomed out way far. That'll help you make things good. So right now I need to go to the right, and I need to go 19. And if you look, I'm going to zoom in a little closer. As I get closer to that horizontal line, you'll see it'll snap, and that horizontal line, that little constraint symbol pops up. Also, if I were to go vertical, you'll see that pops up. And if you can see, it's kind of hard to see on the camera. Sometimes it gets blended in with the blue line underneath, but you'll see like a dotted yellow line or like an orangish yellow line. That's going to tell you that you're snapped onto something, some sort of constraint. So if I go out to the side, I started with 20. Now I need to go 1, 9, and that's going to give me 19. And press the letter F again for fit, and you'll see that I have my 20 and my 19. Zoom out. My 20 and my 19. All there on the screen. A couple of things you'll notice is sometimes when you draw, your dimensions end up right in the middle of your line like that. Or sometimes they end up down here where you need to draw next. All you need to do is hover over, wait for it to turn orange, click it, and then just drag it out of the way. What you don't want to do is delete these because then it ends up deleting that data that is the measurement. And yeah, it is still 19. Like I'll show you right now. I can delete this measurement. And if I click that line and you follow me down to the bottom, it is 19 inches. But if I were to change something or add another constraint or do anything else, it could cause some issues. So what we want to do, if I accidentally deleted that or I never put it there to begin with, letter D for dimension. Or if you look up here, it lives on the toolbar right here. We're going to click our line, click, and make sure we type in 19 and enter. So from here on out, we're going to go line again, click that corner, and you'll see if I'm off to the side, it's not a perfectly straight line. So what are you going to do if that happens? Well, for starters, I need this to be 18, right? So there's some things I can do. If you watch the videos on the constraints, you can come up here and you'll see I have, we have our coincident, our concentric, parallel, tangent, horizontal, and vertical. And horizontal and vertical are going to be the ones that are going to help you out the most. So if I select my line, my 18-inch line, and then I come in and click that vertical line or press the letter V, it'll straighten that guy out for me, and you'll get what we need to. But I'm all about moving quick and getting stuff done. So if I had to draw the line and straighten it out each time, it's going to take more clicks. And the faster I can get this done, the faster I'm going to be able to make some parts and move on to actually creating the thing. So try to get that to track like so. It'll click into place. After 18, I need 17. And you're just going to keep working your way down. 17, then I'll go 16, I'll go to the right, 15, come down, 14, 13. And once you get a flow, you start getting the hang of it. 12, 11. And the whole idea behind this design is that it's getting you to understand how that tracking tool works, okay? Now, something some people start to run into is they'll click like here. Well, if I do that and I tell this needs to be 10, it's going to break because I can't be attached down here and be horizontal or vertical and be 10 at the same time. So something has to give. So what we do is if we come down here to this coincident constraint, I can delete that constraint and you'll see that it'll fix those things. So when you're using these tracking constraints, just make sure that you don't actually go and are aligned with something else. So after 10, it's going to be 9, 8, 7, and you'll just keep working your way down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that is how you do practice assignment number 2. So if we look back at our question, the question you need to answer is, what is the total length of lines drawn? Now, I'm going to zoom in on this so you can see how I get that. I'm going to select everything and make sure everything is selected in orange. And then I'm going to come down here to the bottom and I'm going to click this Show Measure Details button. So I'm going to click off of those so you don't see the answer, but you'll see it will show your, I'll just click the 20-inch line to give you some data. It'll show you that is 20 inches. Now, if I click all of them together, it's going to give me that answer. And again, I want you guys to do this. I don't want to just give you the answers. So go ahead and play with that and see. Actually, let's click 20 and we'll click 10 to show we know that should be 30. And if we do total length is going to be 30 inches. So we know we're drawing it right. But that's how you go about that assignment. So if you guys have any questions, remember, leave me a comment down in the comments below. Ask for help if you have a faster way of doing this. Some people try to do it with the rectangles. I think that's more trimming and more headache than it's worth. But if that's the way you go about doing it, that's fine. I haven't tried this with variables yet. I think that'd be kind of cool to do. But let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.